This one's gonna be fun. We've got the O. Henry in here. I want to see how they did. Good morning, beautiful people. Good cold morning. All right, so we had our first official hard frost coming out here a little bit later. You guys saw in that opening segment, I walked around and filmed stuff. A lot of the tender stuff turned to mush. Looks like everything had a blowtorch come by. Like, it's so crazy. It's all frosty and then just looks absolutely burned. The cold crops look great. They're not even phased. They look none the worse for wear, but there's a lot of stuff that met its end today. So what we're gonna do today is I get to dig sweet potatoes. My favorite job on the homestead is digging the root crops. It's like hunting for buried treasure. You never know what you're gonna find. There might be tons of treasure, there might be not so much treasure, but either way, it's exciting. So actually, while I'm standing over here, I'm gonna get in the greenhouse real quick. I'm gonna take a peek and see how everything fared. Whoo, it is humid. All right, everything looks like it survived. Citrus looks fine. Everything looks great. All right, I think I will grab a wagon. We should grab the big wagon. There's gonna be a lot of sweet potato vines that we gotta pull out.
Sweet potatoes?
Yes, we are. All right. This is my other potato digger. He lives for the sweet potatoes. So, why don't we set all the corn stalks just in here somewhere, and we'll get that out of here. All right, we got the big wagon emptied out. I think what I'm gonna dig up first is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna dig up the sweet potatoes for us. One of the benefits of growing in a raised bed, because it's raised, it's naturally warmer. This is a way to, get the dirt up into the sun so you can grow earlier in the season. The downside to that is it gets hotter. So one of the things we've had to deal with is the beds drying out, and how we've dealt with that is we just put heavy mulch. They still dry out, but not as bad as long as they're heavily mulched. That way you don't have any dirt exposed to the air. Nature is modest. She likes being covered up. That's pretty much the rule with any garden. Cover up your bare soil. If you leave your bare soil exposed to the sun, you start leaching carbon into the atmosphere. You guys ready to start digging some sweet potatoes?
Yeah, I already found one.
Well, we all knew where that one was. That was the, is there a sweet potato right here? Let's peel back all of the vines and we'll get them out of the way first, and then we can start digging.
Should we just rip them?
You can rip them, you can roll them too. Like start on one side and start cutting them with the rice knife, and just roll them. Here, let's put them in the wagon so we don't have to like pick them up twice.
Whoa, that's a big one.
Jeez.
Wow.
Man, these are gonna be
These
big.
are nice. Those are good looking sweet potatoes. All right, we got this, what is this? This is a 12-foot bed. We got 2 lugs. Actually, if we take them out of that one, put them in there, and we separate out all the big ones from all the little small spindly ones, there's a lot. We got a pretty good yield out of just this one bed. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna do the 16-foot bed. It's gonna be a lot of digging, but some of these, that looks like I got it from the grocery store. I am like super happy with some of these. These are excellent. Super happy. All right, let's go dig some more. All right, probably gonna feed all that little stuff. I don't know, I might stick that in the greenhouse, see if it'll make it through the winter, and then use that for slips. Those are like 1 inch and slightly bigger, and then these are like normal sized sweet potatoes. This whole bed wasn't as big as we would like, not compared to that 12-foot bed that we just did, but we're pretty happy with this. So I will say, I got lazy with this bed, and towards the end I was tired of shoving slips, pulling slips off this and planting them. And so that was the potato we started with. That lived in our kitchen window all winter long. And I stuck it in the dirt. There's another one too that Munchie's standing on. I put both of those in there, and then as they would push out slips, I'd take slips off. And that's actually what, those ones growing out of this bed are what I completely built the animal food plot out of, was slips off of these 2. And then as they grew, I would just, you know, kind of bury them and they would take root and make potatoes. I think the main difference why this bed didn't do as good is this one didn't get double dug and this one didn't get the amendments that the other ones did. That one with the great big sweet potatoes, that one got a lot of biochar this year. And I'm talking a lot. I probably put, I don't know, 60 pounds of biochar, activated biochar, like charged up, ready to go. And it looks to me that it made a huge difference. It was just my own compost, so I'm pretty happy with how it did. It did pretty good. This one, not so much. This one, we had our garlic planted in here last year, and then it was just deep mulched. And then when we were done with the garlic, we pulled the garlic out. I believe I rototilled it, if memory serves. And then we stuck all the sweet potatoes in here. They just didn't do as good. This needed a lot more compost and stuff like that, possibly some amendments, but I'm happy with that. We probably got, that's probably pushing What would you say that is? How much would you say that big one is? 30 pounds, 40 pounds?
Probably.
That one's probably a good 20 or 30 pounds. Without weighing it, I'd say we probably got close to 60 pounds out of this 16-foot bed, which isn't too shabby. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Let's weigh what we got out of the 12-foot bed.
Ooh.
Oh. Woo! 46 pounds out of one bed.
Whoa!
Guess we got to keep track of all these. I bet that's like 12 pounds. Oh, 16.8.
Okay.
20.
28. All right.
So 20 and 28 is 48,
Mm-hmm.
plus another 16. Yeah, like 64.5 pounds out of the 16-foot. So 110 pounds.
Sweet.
We harvested 110 pounds out of just what we grew for us.
That's pretty good.
We still have to harvest the animal bed.
Gosh, that's a lot of sweet potatoes.
All right, lunch is 8. Now we get to come over here and dig up the animal sweet potato bed. This one's gonna be fun. We've got the O. Henry in here. I wanna see how they did. All of the, oh my gosh, what's the name of these? These are Nancy Hall, thank you. Nancy Hall, Nancy Drew, something like that. Whatever the name of these sweet potatoes. Yeah, these ones, it's all that microclimate stuff. These ones look even worse than the ones over there in the bed. All right, I'm gonna go grab the pitchfork and we'll get a digging. So these are the O. Henrys, and first one we pulled up actually produced, like, those are decent. We can eat those.
Those are decent.
What do you think, lady?
Yeah, those are good. That's a lot of potatoes. Like 5 pounds. Good harvest. You think I should wear it like a hat? No.
All right, oh, there's a couple itty bitty guys. So the record potatoes out of here are probably that one. Definitely that one. That one.
Turnip thing.
That one. And some of those. Yeah, those are the biggest ones. And 3 of these came out of the same plant.
It was these 3.
Yeah. All right, so we got all those. All of these, which actually half of that is O. Henry's.
Yeah.
And then that whole basket is full. So we might have actually made it to 100 pounds out of this
I think we're
bed.
probably pretty close, yeah.
This was really only 2 whole rows.
Yeah.
2 whole 25-foot rows of sweet potatoes. The way it went, it was Cucuzzis, O. Henrys, russets, and then just all Nancy Hall.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go dig the rest of our russets that are over here on the other end of the garlic, since they are now mush.
Whoa!
Hold on there, killer. All right, we got a pretty good bucket o potatoes.
Half a 5 gallon.
We'll talk about that when we go wham.
Okay.
We're gonna head to the orchard, just dig a couple. I think I've decided I'm gonna leave the bulk of them in the ground to see if they will overwinter. All of our trees will get dressed with more wood chips, so we'll see if those sweet potatoes can stay. So let's head down there.
Not bad. Whoa.
That's hilarious.
What on earth?
Is it a huge
For real?
potato?
I mean,
Yeah.
not huge, but.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so mostly just long roots.
Yep, which we will actually split those up and put those all around the trees. Yeah, keep that one, and then give me the rest and we'll just plant them real quick. This is the one we dug up the other day, and we found like 2 pretty good sized, I can talk, pretty good sized ones. So I'm gonna dig up, see if we can find any more, but for the most part, we're gonna leave the rest down here. We're all tired and ready to eat.
Little guys, but not bad.
Not bad for not trying.
This
Wow.
proves to everybody on the internet that you can grow potatoes, grow food literally anywhere.
You can grow food literally anywhere. There. Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay, not the biggest, but these got planted in like what? July?
Yeah. It was way after blueberries.
All right, so this is what we dug from the other day, and we got 2, I don't know, probably about that size. Dug the rest of the plant. All of those are from one plant. So we can basically grow sweet potatoes anywhere we want, because we've noticed that whether it's in soil that's just the native soil with no compost, it does fine. The heavily composted and amended and all that does fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna go weigh everything and we'll get you some numbers, but this is exciting. Next year, you can guarantee every single tree in this orchard is gonna have multiple slips planted along for the year. This is so cool. All right, so here's the O. Henry haul. I'll weigh this and then dump it out and weigh the basket.
Okay.
13.6. 1.4, so
12.2 for O. Henry's.
that's like 20 pounds.
Goodness.
Ooh, 35. 35.2. 18.8. That's like 50 pounds. That is 50 pounds.
49.6. All right.
I think this one's the biggest one.
Okay.
Let's see what that one is. That one is 2.4 pounds.
Wow.
That's not
Alright.
bad.
That one is
2.3
2.3 pounds.
1.7.
1.7. This one's the only contender. 2.2.
2.2.
So 2. What was that?
4.
2.3 and
Yeah.
2.2.
Yep.
And then that's
And
probably
that's going to be 2 pounds. Nope, 1.7.
1.7.
All right, we're going to weigh the russets. These were an experiment. We really grew these just to see if we could plant
A second.
crop. We started in,
I think it was July.
I think it was July. Here it is, October. Not a huge harvest, but like I said, if I had weeded and I had actually taken care, these are a, what do they say? Stun, sheer, utter, total neglect. Sheer, total, utter neglect.
There you go.
That's how I grew these. I did not do anything to them. I didn't weed them. I didn't baby them. I forgot about them.
Yes.
So this was just some russets that we had in the kitchen that had sprouted, and I took them out and stuck them in the dirt. And we got 10.7 pounds.
Okay.
Let's minus the bucket. Bucket is 2 pounds, so we got 8 pounds.
All right.
8 pounds of russets.
Almost 9. That's 113.6.
113 pounds. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The amended beds, 2 beds, we got 110 pounds of the Nancy Hall sweet potatoes.
That was a 12 by 4 and a 16 by 4.
Yep, pretty good. That's a lot of sweet potatoes in a very small amount of space. That is a lot of input to get to that point. There's amendments, there's tons of compost.
Right.
Now, I will say, the 25-foot row down here in the animal garden, we got bigger sweet potatoes.
Way bigger.
Way
yeah.
bigger. I mean, I would say we got, you guys saw it, we got a 2.5 pound
Huge.
potato.
Huge potato.
Those are huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do with that what you will.
Yeah.
It looks to me like you can get just about the same amount of yield for less work and less money just by throwing it in the ground.
Probably. Yeah.
And
especially
forgetting
with
about
sweet potatoes.
it. Yeah. Yeah. It's also been cool learning, yes, you can plant some potatoes, some russets in the ground in July and harvest after your first frost.
Late season. Yeah.
And get a harvest.
That was cool.
Not a big harvest, but yes, it is possible.
Yep.
I think with all that, we're gonna go cook up some sweet potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are we gonna do with 200 pounds of sweet potatoes?
Man. Well,
It's all right. Like literally half of that is for the animals. Like
Yeah.
we grew food for our animals this year,
Right.
which is really cool. 100 pounds of food goes a long way.
It does.
So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up right here. We will catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.